Hi, in this video for the IGCSE Marine Science syllabus, chapter 5, I'm going to be looking at practical task 5.1 and a little bit about 5.2, where we're going to look at estimated population sizes at a beach and species written as a beach. And I'll mainly go over the practical part of the work in this video. So for the practical exercises, I've been building a grid here. Each of these here being 25 centimeters. So we got a square meter times a meter. And we're going to be using this on the beach. So we have our transit squad. We have for measuring. And we have our kits here for taking samples. So now we're ready to start our practical exercises. So here in each grid you find a blue mussel. So a blue mussel cover is 100%. In how many of the grids do you find vores hjertemusling? So in 5 of them, so they are having a 20% cover. And in how many do you find the knife mussel? So that's a 12% coverage. 16.
No, that's a...
Right. So now a bit closer to the coast. We can still see the blue mussels, but can you see any other new life form here starting on the rocks?
Big.
We have the big ones here, but there's also something else. I don't know if you noticed. Barnacles. So in this case here, how many different species do we have to look at for cover?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have the blue mussels, we have the barnacles, we have the big mussels, and I think we can also see here small snails here we find many places. So for this to help here, in this case we have to try to record this. So for each grid here, I want one of you to look at and tell what species can you see in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's almost a grid for each of you. So Paul, come, let's have a go. So for each grid then, we try to see, and in this case here, we won't count the snails because the snails are so many. In this case, we just count percentage of cover. So we just say, are there snails in here? Yes. Are there snails in this one? Yes. Are there snails in this one? Yes. The same with the blue mussel. There are so many that in a case like this, we'll only count cover and then calculate cover. The same with the barnacles. We just say, are there barnacles here? Yes. Are there barnacles here? Yes. Are there barnacles in this one? No. So then we prepare a chart and then we write down and then we get a cover. Here we have our last sample right here. So what species do we see here in our grids? There's plenty of macroalgae, mussels, and lots of barnacles here on the rock. So again, in this case here, we go out and we don't count species here because there's so many of them. We'll go in and then we'll calculate cover, how many grids they cover. So if we were to do this for real, first of all, you all brought some better clothing because some of you are, I can see, is kind of dying. But we will then do a grid here. Then we'll move up 5 meters, do another grid, 5 meters, do another grid, all the way up. And then we can calculate, these species here seem to like the low tide. These species here seem to like the high tide. And then you'll get data all the way up. So